Hello everybody, and welcome to the 100 meditation tips. In this tip, we're looking at taking a break and how having a break can actually improve our meditation practice. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so having a break, what does this mean? Sometimes it can be helpful to take a break from ordinary life, and go on holiday, whether it's even for a night, a weekend, a week, have a different environment. And this can really help our practice. It kind of refreshes us, and we also get used to practicing in a different environment. So this is one way of understanding this tip, taking a break from our normal everyday life, having a change of environment. And when we go on holiday, we go away trying to remember to do some practice. So even though we're maybe distracted, there's lots of new things to look at, new places to go, new food to taste, we still maintain the continuum of our practice. So it's like a river that is just flowing through our life wherever we are, whether we are traveling, whether we're in a new environment. But also having a break. Sometimes someone asked me the other day, what's going to happen if I stop meditating? What's going to happen to me? Am I going to explode? Am I going to go crazy? Am I going to return to how I was before I started meditating? So I don't, once you start getting into the habit of meditation, I recommend personally to keep practicing, day after day after day, and to keep the continuity, the continuum of your practice flowing through your life. But sometimes people find their practice gets a bit stale. It's a bit dry. That's why it's good to take a normal, ordinary break to just refresh our mind. We'll look in the next tip about physical exercise as well, sort of keeping the body healthy. But I would say from time to time, actually, if we don't meditate, maybe there's a day we just consciously decide not to. So we're not practicing because we're too distracted and we just can't get around it, we can't be bothered, but we actually consciously make the decision to not sit down and practice. To see and to monitor what our mind is like. So we're actually still being mindful. So we're practicing an informal type of meditation. We're practicing mindfulness during the day. We're sort of monitoring and seeing. So let's say, because I always recommend for practitioners to train in the morning. So let's say you miss that morning practice, but it's not like you get up late, you can't do it, but you actually get up, but you make the conscious decision not to see what your mind is like when you don't do that practice. So it's kind of like you're experimenting. You're in control of your mind. You're in control of not practicing, if that makes sense. So you're kind of monitoring and seeing, so what's my day going to be like without this practice? What's the difference? And then you're kind of exploring that. And then, the following day you come back to your practice with more enthusiasm. You think, wow, because in reality, if you do a morning meditation practice, it has a radical effect on the rest of your day. And if you don't, you'll see that. So then when you come back to the practice the next day, or maybe in the evening or whatever, there's a renewed enthusiasm, you think, and you actually feel the stronger effect of your meditation practice. So be flexible, experiment a little bit. I've known some people, they just sort of you're religiously practicing, but almost not really just doing it like a robot and not really It's just doing it because it's just something that you feel you have to do. And that can actually, you can lose the freshness and the spontaneity of the practice. That's why it's good sometimes to shake it up, change the times that you practice, and sometimes to consciously not formally practice, to observe the effects of not practicing. Okay, so this tip is just looking at having a break in different ways. One type of break is actually moving and changing our environment, going on a holiday, having a change of scenery, which can freshen up the mind. It can really help our meditation practice. And another one is altering the time that we practice and consciously deciding not to formally practice on that particular day to see what the effects is like. We're still practicing, don't forget, because our practice isn't just when we sit for X amount of time. It's throughout the day. It's good to try and if you do this, you can get out the habit of sort of, this is when I do my half an hour meditation practice in the morning, and then I have the rest of my day, and it's sort of like there's a disconnect between our practice in the morning and our life. Whereas what we're trying to do is create a holistic way of life, which is a mindful way of life, where we integrate our practices into all our everyday activities, as opposed just to when we're sitting and formally practicing. Thanks for listening to this tip, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.